Good morning, students, and welcome back to the class. And in the previous class, we were discussing the first chapter, that is the living world, and in that we were discussing about the features or characteristics of living organisms. Okay, the features or characteristics. Okay, of living organisms, and we have already listed the various characteristics of living organisms, like reproduction, growth, metabolism, response to the stimuli, consciousness, okay, cellular organization, and all that. And among these different characteristics, we have discussed the reproduction, isn't it? So, reproduction is a process in which an organism produces its offspring, okay, offspring of its own, okay, and in that we have sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction, and all that, and that is what we discussed in the previous class. So, today we will discuss the other characteristics of this living organisms, okay, and the next the characteristics is that is growth, okay, and this growth and development is another characteristics wherein the growth, that all the organisms grow or exhibit the growth, and this growth is nothing but increase in the number of cells and increase in size, okay, that is increase in size and number of cells, isn't it? So that is considered or known as the growth. So growth is nothing but increase in mass, okay, and increase in number of individuals. So growth is another characteristics of living organisms. We see the plants, the animals, the human beings, okay, all which are living one, and they grow day by day, isn't it? You see, and this growth is nothing but increase in mass, okay, and increase in number of individuals, that is known as the growth, and this multicellular organisms, okay, they grow by cell division, okay, the multicellular organisms, they grow by cell division, and multicellular organisms means the organisms which are having made up of more than one cell, single cell, more than one cell, that is why multicellular. So all the multicellular organisms, they grow by cell division. Cell division takes place, number of cell increases, okay, and thereby their mass and number also increases, okay, and this, in case of this plant, the plants, they grow continuously, You see, in case of plant, growth is continuous because the cell division in case of plants they continuous till the end. Okay, but whereas in case of animals the growth is only for certain period. Okay, because the cell division ceases or stops after certain age, certain period. So that is in case of plants the growth is continuous because the cell division takes place continuously, okay, till the end. But whereas in case of animals the growth is seen or observed only up to certain period. ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ವರ್ಷಗಳವರೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಗದಿತ ಅವಧಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾಣಬಹುದು. ಆದರೆ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೊನೆಯವರೆಗೂ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ even this unicellular organisms also grow by cell division. Okay, even unicellular organisms also grow by cell division. Okay, so this is about the growth. So growth is nothing but increase in mass and number of individuals, and this in case of this multicellular organisms the growth takes place by cell division, and in plants the growth is continuous, okay, till the end because the cell division takes place continuously. But whereas in case of these animals this cell growth can be seen only up to certain period. Okay, and the next thing is metabolism. So the next character is metabolism. So the next characteristics or feature of living organisms is metabolism. I hope you have already come across this word metabolism and you have already learned. Still, so all the living organisms are made up of so many chemicals, and these chemicals continuously formed or converted into one form to another form. Okay, and so that is why thousands of chemical reactions takes place in the living organisms, and the sum total of all these chemical reactions which takes place in the body of living organisms is known as a metabolism. What is that? Metabolism, I repeat once again, all the living organisms are made up of so many number of chemicals, and these chemicals are continuously formed, synthesized or get converted or changed into other forms, so that thousands of chemical reactions takes place in our body, and these chemical reactions which takes place in our body is known as metabolism. So metabolism is sum total of all chemical reactions. Sum total means ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟು ಆ ಒಂದು ಏನು ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. All these terms, whichever we come across, you learn now only. Okay, so that the further subject or things or concept will be easy for you. Okay, so metabolism is the sum total of all the chemical reactions which takes place in our body. Sum total means what? ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದೊಳಗೆ ಅನೇಕ ಒಂದು ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಪ್ರತಿನಿತ್ಯ ಜರುಗ್ತವೆ. ಆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟು ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ನಾನ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಈಸ್ another characteristics of this what is that living organisms. And in this metabolism we have two types. One is anabolism and another one catabolism. Anabolism is a synthesis of compounds. Okay, and this catabolism is a breakdown of compounds. So metabolism is sum total of all chemical reactions which take place in our body. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಜರುಗುವ ನಡೆಯುವ ಒಟ್ಟು ಆ ಒಂದು ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಎರಡು ವಿಧಗಳಿವೆ. ಒಂದು ಅನಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಕೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್. ಕೆಟಾಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ compounds will be broken down into simpler one. So that is why it is a breakdown of compounds. Okay, for example, we consume food. Food is in the form of complex compound. Okay, say for example carbohydrate, and that has to be broken into simpler one. That is what happens in digestion. Okay, so that is known as a catabolism. So, and another one is anabolism. That means here what happens, opposite to this. Here breakdown of compounds takes place. Here synthesis or preparation of the compounds takes place. For example, once again food is prepared by these plants. How? By using carbon dioxide and this water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll pigment. Then what happens, the food is prepared, isn't it? You synthesize here, the complex compound is formed by using simple products. So synthesis of compounds, that is anabolism. That is also one of the chemical reactions which takes place in the plants. That is photosynthesis, preparation of food, isn't it? That is an example for this anabolism, that is synthesis of the compounds or elements. So this is metabolism. Okay, so we conclude here and we will discuss the other characteristics of living organisms in the next class. Okay, thank you.